Hello, fellow humans. I'm Destiny.
And I'm Elsa.
And this is another week in our lives.
Yeah.
So, this week was, I would say, not as busy as last week, but still kind of, I would say, busy enough to have us wait till Monday to post.
Yeah. It was kind of busy.
Yeah, just a little bit. And I think last week we kind of left you guys on a little bit of a cliffhanger with us starting Friends Dinner.
Yeah, we were our first friends.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's what I'm going to call it.
What was B trying to saying to call it?
Friends something.
I want to find out what it is. Because it was funny.
Friendship dinner or something like that.
Friend supper?
Friend supper, yes, that's what it was. But yeah, we went over to B's house, and that was Sunday of last week. And we had a good dinner, enchiladas.
Yeah, we came early, so we helped make the enchiladas.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had like 2 different desserts, a salad, and a potato mixture.
It was pretty good.
It was really good.
Mm-hmm. And then after the dinner, we all walked up a hill. I did not wear proper shoes for that.
Neither did Ash.
Yeah, but I actually ended up taking off my shoes because, you know what? Fuck it.
I kind of ended up giving my shoes to Ash because she was wearing heels trying to climb up the hill.
Oh my god.
And so I just went down the hill barefoot and Ash wore my shoes.
Just found a way down that wouldn't, like, I guess hurt my feet anymore because there were like cacti and rocks and my feet are not.
Yeah, I got attacked by a cacti.
Gotta watch out for those. Those are fearsome creatures.
I know. Roar.
But after our little escapades up the hill, we watched Monty Python, which Jairus had never seen before.
It was very surprising. Well,
I guess it's not.
Because it's not.
I guess it's kind of an old movie.
Yeah.
Way before we were even born.
Yeah.
But we grew up on old movies.
We grew up on a lot of old movies, and it was our childhood. But it was really fun watching it with everybody that like knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And knew what it was, because...
Or just saying all the lines.
We were saying all the lines together, and...
just having a grand old time.
Yeah.
Monday, of course, for me, work. And we also took Pepper to the dog park, turning my head to see if she's looking. No, she is not.
She's peacefully chewing her bone.
Yes, she is. And sorry if you guys can hear that in the background.
So, Monday was my last day checking on the cat, and then we went to the dog park.
Yeah,
my Monday.
Oh, and Pepper was very insistent on trying to be friends with a dog that was way too shy.
She kind of won him over at the end.
Yeah, she was getting there. Like, if we had stayed a little bit longer. If only. Tuesday, for me, just work and relaxing at home, which was very nice compared to last week.
So I had a pet sitting with Chopper, Pepper's best friend.
Yep.
And we hung out with him for a bit, and then brought Pepper back, and that was the day.
Yep. Wednesday, for me, it was just work.
Wednesday was, I just kind of hung out with Chopper and Pepper. Destiny dropped off Chopper in the morning.
Yeah, that was so cute.
And then we just kind of hung out and went on a little walk. I waited for my phone to come in. My phone died.
Oh yeah, her phone... That was
Tuesday.
Oh yeah, that was Tuesday.
My phone died, like kaput.
Rip phone.
And so I had to call the insurance and stuff for the phone. So his phone was sad face.
Yep. And of course Thursday, work. But at work on Thursday, I just kind of had a moment at work that just made me realize how much I love my job. There's some days at my job where I don't feel like I'm actually working, even though I am. And I should explain, I work in ABA, helping children teach how to cope with life and with their various disabilities that they have, and it's a very rewarding job.
Yeah.
But how was your Thursday?
So my Thursday was very eventful. I started off the day at like 7. No, it was actually more like 6. And I had a working interview at a vet clinic. spay and neuter vet clinic. It was kind of like a job shadow and showing your skills and what you know. And well, I feel like all vet tech interviews should be a working interview or like some kind of hands-on.
Right.
Because, like, not everybody is really good at the speaking and saying, like, selling themselves for the job.
Yep.
AKA me. And then after that...
It's a skill to be learned.
Yeah.
Anyway.
After that, I had a date.
With Jairus.
And, he didn't kind of tell me anything about what we were doing until I got in the car. And we ended up going to the Gardens of the Gods and exploring, and then we drove around in his zippy little car with his, like, convertible top down, and that was fun. And then we went to dinner, and that was about the night. It was a really good night.
Yeah. Anyway, going onwards to Friday, it was a very nice and relaxing night. Of course, work, that will always just be a constant for me Monday through Friday. Work will always kind of be a thing unless I am very, very sick. But yeah, Friday was just kind of chill and relaxed after a nice long day at work compared to last week. Last week was just way too busy for my liking.
So for my Friday, I walked a rover client at the Stratton Open Space and then just kind of hung out. It was a very quiet day.
Yeah. And then Saturday, I had a date, which was amazing. It wasn't the same girl from before last week. It was a different person. And of course, I asked her... I know! I asked her permission to film before getting footage of them, as I always do. Well, always do. We started our day off at the pub. Pepper stuck to me the entire time.
This is a really cool place. It's like a dog park pub kind of thing.
It is so cool. I don't know what, like, there's some times where I take her there and she just wants to explore, and other times she wants to stick to me the entire time.
She's never spoke.
I know. But the other dog that my date brought enjoyed saying hi to all the people and dogs. After that, we went to Old Colorado and went into a thrift store and found myself an outfit that I wore on Sunday.
It was really cute.
So cute. I invited my date to our dinner thing, because we did have a dinner this week, and she agreed. And I'm excited. We are doing a dinner every Sunday now, like with our friends.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. It has been the last two.
And after the date, I chilled out and went straight to bed. Sometimes I feel like I'm just old.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Anyway, well, what about your Sunday?
So my
Saturday,
I went on a geocaching adventure with Jairus.
Date number 2.
And then we went to Ash's house because they opened their pool, which is exciting. And
I wish our pool would open.
And so we went swimming in their pool and then sat in their hot tub. And then we went to dinner and then hung out at their house afterwards for a little bit.
Yeah.
Jammed out to the Book of Mormon, which Jairus has also not seen.
Yeah, that one's not too surprising.
Yeah, that was our Saturday.
Now on to Sunday.
Yes.
We were actually hosting this Sunday's dinner, and friends supper? Is that what we're calling it? Anyway, I woke up early on this lovely Sunday morning and got the house ready for tonight's
so did I.
Family dinner. Well, I mean, it took me a couple times to poke you out of bed, be like, Elsa, get up! You didn't get up till like either 9 or 10.
Yeah, at that point, sleep is nice.
Yeah, I was about to say, you were snoring. You were snoring too. Anyway, once our house was clean, we got groceries. After we made our things, there was enough time to take Pepper to the dog park for like 30 minutes, and then I went.
She had much fun in the water.
Yes, she did.
I ran into one of the doggo clients at the dog park.
Right? I went to eat.
That was really cool because the dog wandered past me, and I was all like, "You look familiar." And then I saw the owner, and he was like, "Hey, Elsa," and I was like, "Hey, Yay!
It was very cute.
And then I introduced Destiny to Buster.
Yeah.
It's one of the dogs I watched every day at 12
For a while.
And
then, after taking Pepper to the dog park,
yeah,
I went and picked up the people that needed to get picked up, because there were 3 of them. Oh my goodness, Elsa.
and I kind of chilled at the house. I made some beaded animals on the patio because it was warm.
Cheese joined you.
Yeah. He enjoyed himself out in the sun, he explored the patio.
Yes. Once we had everyone and everybody came, I started grilling chicken, and at some point people came and joined me out by the grill.
Well, once B and Jairus got there, we were all like, we should just go out there with Destiny.
Yeah, I kind of...
Destiny kind of just left.
Yeah, that's kind of how I do.
And so me and the other 2 were just kind of sitting there because I hadn't really met the other 2.
Yeah.
This was the first time I met them.
Yeah.
And so we were just kind of sitting there quietly, and then B and Jairus showed up, and we were like, let's just go outside!
But yeah, no, I was doing the cooking and just got dinner together, and we all hung out outside enjoying the nice warm weather.
Yeah. It was fun.
Mm-hmm. And then we went inside and had a nail party.
Yeah.
Meow. Or like we painted each other's nails.
Yeah, Destiny's date actually was really into her nail polish. They swatched every single...
PJ.
Yeah, PJ.
They're probably going to become a part of the friend group, but I'm not really. No. Anyway.
No, we'll get there.
Nah, man, nah. Friends.
Yes, friends.
Anyway. But yeah, I think my nails kind of have held up pretty good so far.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little.
It's a little crackly. Mine are too.
Yeah. And after a while, B left with her kiddos, and we just kind of ended up playing Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah. I won. I got 4 cards.
You were on fire that night. Oh yeah.
Normally I get like 1 if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
And Pepper, like almost the whole entire time we were inside, was crying her eyes out.
Yeah, she's not used to having that many people around. I was about to say, I've never seen her like that, but now that I think about it, I have seen her like that. Being around 17 people is not fun. For Pepper.
No, that's way too many.
It was fun for me. Anyway.
There's a lot of people for our little apartment.
Yeah, that was. But I'm fine with doing it again. But yeah, that was our week. It was pretty good, all in all.
Yeah.
And join us next week. Like, comment, subscribe.
And follow for more awkward turtles.
Who's it gonna be? Ash, potato, or cheese?
Is it cheese?
Ooh, it's Cheese Monster.
Cheese. He's the bravest of the 3.